Hello friends, welcome to Roles and Responsibilities in a Project. Now we all know that project managers are responsible for a project, they are in charge of a project, and they do whatever necessary in order to successfully complete a project. But did you know that project managers are not the only ones doing a project? In fact, groups of other people participate in a project, they all have a role to play, and their combined effort helps move a project forward. So who are they? To begin with, stakeholders have always been a part of projects. Stakeholders are sometimes referred to as the customers. Now, in the past, they were more about just providing the requirements to a project and just helping out test and approve a product. But stakeholders in today's time have a more important role to play. They are even more involved in the project work, and they are in charge of different activities, and ultimately they decide if a project is a success or not. So stakeholders are a pretty important group of people that have an impact on projects. There are business analysts involved, change managers, change agents involved, testers who come in to do testing that could be at the middle of the project, sometimes at the end of a project. Trainers are brought in to train the users for how to use the product and the application or the service. Scheduling specialists are involved to handle and manage complex project schedules. And SMEs, which are the subject matter experts, are always a very important and integral part of a project. Now, all of these people, they come together, they do their parts in a project, but at different times, at different periods in a project's life. And a project manager has to manage, support, and coordinate their efforts and activities and help these people work together in order to complete the project successfully. We have internal stakeholders from within the organization who exert a great influence on projects and also determine now the success or failure of a project. So the satisfaction of our stakeholders is of utmost importance for us as project managers. But we also have external stakeholders to think about. Now, who are these people? They can be the banks lending you the money to do the project. They can be the government agencies putting in the laws and regulations for you to follow. Sometimes media can be an external stakeholder. Union groups can be external stakeholders. So the stakeholder community has grown in size and is now a very active component of the different groups of people that play a role and help us drive these projects. So now let's come together and go through this course to study in more detail about what are the roles and responsibilities for the different people, what are some of the tasks that a project manager is responsible for, what type of a activity project managers take charge of, and what are some of the other things that are left to the other people, such as the team members, the stakeholders, and all the other participants that belong to a project. Let's get started.